Alright, bro, as you've seen by the title, this is going to be a kind of serious topic, so just stay tuned. Hopefully you can get something from this video, get a lesson, or maybe improve your life in some way. Alright, so I just want to tell you a little story. The other day I was talking with my girlfriend, and I was completely telling her the truth. We were having a serious conversation and stuff. I was just telling her the truth of what's been happening recently, and this is kind of old news, but I was telling her about, what's been happening with my father and my family and stuff, and all the family dynamics and stuff. And I was telling her that I see my work as the most important thing to me. Like, I see my work as the most important thing that I can do every single day to achieve my goals and to feel fulfilled. And I told her, because I read The Way of the Superior Man, and in there it says your purpose must come first, and then your relationship comes after that. And that might sound fucked up, like, oh my god, you don't love your partner or whatever. Like, no, it's not that. My purpose, helping young men improve their lives in tiny ways, from lessons that I've learned and passing it on to you. That way, those little tiny lessons can compound and improve your life in, any way, shape, or form that you want it to. But as I was telling her, I told her, if I don't work on my videos, young men, they won't become better versions of themselves in any way. They'll still be the fappers, they'll still be jacking off every day, they'll still be watching porn every day, they'll still be playing video games, not doing anything productive, not even like 2 push-ups. And that's why I make these videos. Just as I was telling her, I told her, this is the most important thing I can do to reach my goals and improve myself and improve others and eventually, hopefully, improve the world. And that is my goal. That is why I make these videos, because I enjoy it. I enjoy making the videos, and then I also, love just helping people in general. Obviously it's not big things, just as I was saying, it's just like tiny little improvements, but it compounds, trying to think of an analogy. When you put a bunch of bricks together, it makes a house. Obviously, you don't put one brick and then expect, to have a house, right? That's why you gotta make tiny little improvements to become the best version of yourself that you can be. As I said, with the dynamics of my parents and stuff and my family and how I'm gonna be moving out and they're kicking me out and stuff, I just told her straight up, like, hey, I don't have time to be repairing my relationships with my dad or my stepmom and stuff. And I told her straight up, I'm like, look, I'm gonna be honest, if we ever broke up, I would probably just focus on myself. And it's not because I'm an asshole or anything, it's just my work comes first. My work is very important, and until it becomes like profitable, until it becomes I start making money, then it will 100% make sense, because, well, that is what is supporting me and her and stuff like that. I told her I don't have time to be doing other things like repairing relationships. Yes, it's important, obviously. I don't have time to be doing that. I need to start making money so I can be financially independent. I need to be helping these young men to improve their lives, and that's what I was telling her. And sacrifices must be made. As I've made videos before in the past, sacrifices must be made, big and small. Cutting off certain people, or just avoiding the junk food for the day. Sacrifices must be made, and most people don't. Most people don't sacrifice. Most people won't become better versions of themselves. Most people won't do any of this. They don't have the capacity to do that. That's why everybody isn't successful. That's why most people are still the way that they are. They've been like that for years, because they just don't have the capacity or the ambition or the balls, I guess, to improve themselves and go through hardship. Thankfully, I'm an exception, so I do have the capacity to do this. Obviously, went out of my comfort zone and started making videos. Alright, well, time to get into the actual reasons of the video. As you can tell by the video title, my family's counting on me. And there's a lot of reasons, obviously. There's a lot of reasons to why, my family is counting on me. And it's not only my dad's family, it's also my mom's family. Not only that, the world is counting on me. I usually have this saying, I don't know if you've seen in comments when I reply to people or something, or usually in my description and when I text other people about business and stuff, I always say, get to work. The world is waiting for their leader. Don't keep them waiting. That's what I say. And I kind of made it up on the spot. And that is what I see this as. Like, yes, my family's also counting on me, but me personally, I feel like the world is counting on me. I feel like time is running out. That's another thing too, the, sense of urgency. That's how you get shit done. Because if you feel like time is running out, obviously you're gonna want to spend as much time doing what you're doing, whether it be video games or, like sex or something like that. But with me, it is work. I'm very grateful for that sense of urgency, because then this means I can work harder and I can work better, because there's people waiting on me. There's people counting on me. And that is what kind of pushes me forward, if you get what I mean. My family's counting on me. Who's counting on me? Everybody's counting on me. I have an aunt. She's sick and she's very financially stable. She has some things in her brain, and they're very dangerous and can even make her lose her memory and stuff. I don't know, maybe even get Alzheimer's or something. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know, but I know they're bad. It's like little worms in her brain or something. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. And she's very financially unstable. That's why I want to create the YouTube and make businesses and everything and pursue entrepreneurship, because I want to help her. I want to help her, and I want to help everybody else, because she's very financially unstable. She has a house and sometimes she can't afford to pay the bills. Yeah, she gets government help aid, but she's still very unstable, and I want to help her with that. That's why I want to become successful. That way, help her financially, and then being financially free gives me a lot of time on my hands, meaning I can help her emotionally and physically and whatever other areas. That way she can be the best version of herself that she can, and that way she can affect my uncle, her husband, and my cousins, her children, to be better better versions of themselves as well. Because what's the quote go is, if the wife isn't happy, nobody else in the house is happy. Or like, happy wife, happy life, right? So like, that's one thing, that's one person I want to help, especially. Another one too is my mom, like my blood mother, you know, she's a drug addict. She's been on drugs for years now, and I want to help her with that. I want to help her get out of that addiction that she's been in for so long. I want to help her just get out of where she's been for years, you know, because I've suffered as well. When I was with her, when I was like 7 years old, I suffered with her because, you know, she spent all the money on drugs, and I went hungry for most days, and she's still been in the same drugs for years, you know, since I was like 7. I'm gonna be 17 now. For 10 years she's been using drugs, and not only like just normal hardcore drugs, like weed too, and cigarettes and other stuff that I don't know because I don't really talk to her. But I want to help her too. I want her to become the best version of herself, because even my grandma, she tells me like, hey, you know, your mom was such a great person, you know, she still laughs and she's funny and like a cool person to be around. And when I'm with her, I love to be around her, and I want her to be the best version that she can of herself. And that's why I want to become financially successful to help her as well. And another thing too is my dad as well. In the recent videos, you know, I've been kind of like telling you like, oh, you know, he's this and that or whatever. But I get why he feels that way, is because he's been so used to the Mexican life. You know, Mexican lifestyle and American lifestyle is completely different. The countries are like like together, right? There's Mexicans here in the United States, and there's, you know, Americans in Mexico, but the life dynamics are so different. And I don't blame him for feeling the way that he does and acting the way that he does, because he just doesn't like the American life. Waking up, going to work, coming back, going to sleep, waking up, going to work, just repeat. And I get it, it fucking sucks. Like, I go through the same thing too. I get up, go to school, go to work, and then that's it. That's all I do. It's aggravating, you know. That's why I like to pursue this, because it gives me something to look forward to throughout the day. I want to help him too, you know, become financially successful so that I can help him do what he really wants to do, because he loves building stuff. He's always building stuff around here. We made a new room upstairs. He's always fixing up motorcycles in the garage and stuff, and I want to help him with that. Give him some money so he can like build whatever he wants, maybe a little shack or something for my sisters, or maybe he can like buy a certain motorcycle he's been wanting forever or something like that. I want to help him with that, you know, so that way he can feel free to do whatever he wants to do and become the best version of himself that he can. As I've been saying, you know, I want everybody to be the best versions of themselves that they can. And me personally, that responsibility is on me. If I don't work, then my family is going to stay the same. I see, if I play video games, I cannot help everybody else. I cannot help my family. I cannot help the world. I cannot help these young men that are struggling with life. I'm learning as I go too. I'm not special. I'm just a guy who does the hard things that other people don't do. Like, I'm recording videos, sitting myself down and forcing myself to look at the camera and talk to the camera, to script the videos, to edit the videos. So that's why I told you at the beginning that my work is very important. People might die if I don't work. People might die if I just play an extra 20 minutes of video games. People might die if I go watch porn. People might die if I go eat the junk food, if I go get Wendy's because I didn't want to cook. That's how important I see my work. It is a sense of urgency that I have. And I don't mean to get the, you know, this all morbid or anything, but it's just true. It's just absolutely true. Like, my work is important. My work is important, and it's a good thing to see as important. That way it gives me a sense of urgency, and that way I can work towards it. You know, set myself deadlines. Tell myself, if I don't get this done by the end of the week, I can't post this. If I don't get this done at the end of the week, a young man won't be better in life than he was. A young man won't go to the gym. He'll stay fat for the rest of his life. That's what I tell myself. I literally tell myself that. So back to it, like, I also have cousins, you know, they aren't great men. Like, yes, they are good people, you know, I chill with them and stuff, and they're really cool, and I like talking to them and stuff, but I see so much potential in them. Like, I see so much potential of them becoming great, becoming, you know, handsome young men, being able to get all the girls that they want, or being able to create businesses that are very successful, and them being able to help their family and their area of people and helping the world even more. You get what I mean? And I want to help them too. I want to inspire them to go to the gym. I want to inspire them to make businesses, to take risks, to fail. I want to inspire them to fail. That's what I want for them. You must say, oh, failure is bad. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that failure is a necessary thing. It is a part of the process. Failure will bring you success. I failed my way to success. That's a quote that I stick to. I failed my way to success. Failure is just success in disguise. That's literally what it is. And my uncle too, I have an uncle on my mom's side, and my grandma as well. They live together, you know, because especially here where I live in Colorado, inflation is just massive. But I went to the store the other day, I got a iron cast pan, and you know how much it was? $27. $27. Not even that. There was a 6-pack of Krispy Kreme donuts. I think everybody knows what those are. You know how much those were? $13. $13 for 6 donuts. And they weren't even that big. They were like that big, maybe. Like, not even that big. I could eat it in like 2 bites. They were gone for $13. I get why people are fucking poor and shit and can't live without like government welfare, because look at the fucking prices prices, bro. Look at inflation. It's fucking hilarious, bro. I get $1,000 per month from my job, and right now it's like what? I got paid like about over a week ago. It's 11. I'm already half through half my paycheck because I gotta pay bills, and you know, since my parents left, I have to buy my own food and stuff, and it's fucking expensive, bro. I'm already through like half of my paycheck because of inflation, and that is that like I just live normally. Like I have a house over my head. I don't have to pay rent or anything. Fucking sucks. So I get it. You know, he has to live with my grandma because fucking rent is like expensive as hell. Also, he's staying there to help my grandma and stuff. And that's another thing too. I want to become successful. That way I can give my grandma like the best health that I can give her. I can give her like the best health care, the best like nursing home or whatever, a personal caregiver, and also help my uncle too. That way he can, you know, get his ideal apartment that he wants. And he's a DJ as well. And I actually contacted him about if he would give me some beats for my videos and stuff because he makes some really good music. And you know, as well, like help him, you know, achieve what he wants in life and not do what he doesn't like to do. That way he can like become like a massive DJ or something, and maybe who knows, he might work for me on my videos or something, and I could pay him good money and stuff like that. But not only that, and the last thing too is like just my house life. My house life is shit, as you've seen before, is just horrible. You know, I don't get along with my stepmother and my father, and you know, it's just horrible, and I can't record videos because they don't want me doing YouTube, blah 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 and stuff. And those are the like the big reasons to why I need to become successful. And at the end of the day, I'm not the only one with these problems. I know exactly that I'm not the only one with these problems. You do too. You're probably having the same problems with your parents too. You probably see that your family is struggling financially or physically or mentally or emotionally. You see that they're struggling, and this is your ticket to success. At least for me, these videos, this is my ticket to freedom, not only for me but for my family as well, and for you as well. The more freedom I have and the more money and time I have, the more opportunities I have to improve myself, meaning the more lessons I can get to teach you. Not only that, teach my family as well, and teach myself and everything. It just money is everything nowadays. You know, like, oh, money isn't everything. Money is everything nowadays. It's everything. It is, unfortunately, it's everything. You either win at the game or you don't play it at all. There's no other option. You either make tons of money or you're just homeless. That's literally what it is. Honestly, you're their last hope, bro. Like, you're literally their last hope. Are you gonna let your bloodline suffer? Are you gonna let your family suffer just because you wanted to play an extra hour of video games? You're their last hope. Your family, your girlfriend, your community, they're all struggling. They're all struggling. Just as my community is. Just as my girlfriend is. Just as my family is. They're all struggling. Are you gonna let them struggle? Fuck no. You better not. You better get off of that fucking crusty ass chair and go do some push-ups. You better get off that crusty ass chair and fucking go watch some Eman Gadget videos on how to create a business. I don't know, go fucking sell beef jerky, bro. Go buy a dehydrator and just sell beef jerky. Go clean windows. I don't know, go sell snacks at school. Get the experience and then make a business that will actually make you financially successful, just as I am doing. So bro, you're their last hope, honestly. You're everybody's last hope, and it all depends on you. You have to take responsibility for this. That way you can have full control of the situation. It's hard, yeah. Nobody wants to take responsibility. I don't want to take responsibility, but here I am taking responsibility. If I don't become successful, everybody else will suffer, and that's not happening. And I hope you have the same attitude too. So are you gonna go back and scroll on TikTok? I hope not. Remember, never stop proving yourselves.